Some people may not agree with me in this video, and that's okay. But for those of you that want to know how a professional detailer most approach leather care, I'm going to share with you guys my thoughts on how to clean and how to care for leather. But some people may really disagree with me on this video, which is okay. It's my opinion. But just be warned, if you're one of those people that really enjoy to just lather tons of conditioner and moisturizer and lotions on your leather, this may be a trigger for you guys. But let's go ahead and discuss a little bit more of a realistic approach to leather care. Now, you can see we're working with leather seats today, or we'll use air quotes, leather seats today. And I want to kind of share with you guys some of my favorite products to maintain leather seats with, because I get asked a lot of times by my customers what are some of my favorite products that I would recommend. There are a ton of great products on the market to maintain leather seats, but some products you actually don't need. And I want to kind of cut through some of the confusion, help simplify the cleaning, the maintenance step, as well as offer some recommendations on ways to protect your leather seats and what products to avoid altogether. Before we get started, I want to show you the before condition of these seats. You might think, oh wow, that's really great leather work. Well, there was actually a video on YouTube a while back that I saw, and I want to share with you guys the clip of this video that kind of helps cut through some of the confusion of how do you know if your seats are real leather or not.
Common question we get asked is the leather in my car real or fake? Here's how you tell. Now this seat, this is fake and this is leather. But how you can tell is push your thumb or finger into it and look at to see how it reacts as far as wrinkles. See, this is fake and there's no wrinkles here in the real leather. See that? See those wrinkles up in there that show up when you do that? That's how you can tell the difference.
Now this is a 2020 Honda Pilot. You can see we've got a ton of texture on these leather seats. In some areas where that texture is not as pronounced, it's just kind of been worn thinner because of friction sliding in and out of the seats. We do have some body oils that have built up. A lot of dirt has accumulated in the grain of these seats. That's why I'm not a huge fan of heavy textured leather seats like this. If you were to do a quick Google search, this is a Honda Pilot. If you were to search if these seats are real leather, you would see a lot of confusing information out there where people say, yes, it's real leather, or maybe there's sections of it that are real leather. But the reality is that a majority of these seats are actually vinyl, or they will say vinyl leather. But realistically, there's not a whole lot of real leather on these seats. There may be portions that might be real leather, like maybe right here where you can see there's just a little bit more give with the leather. But a majority of the modern day vehicles that we know of, when they have leather seats, they're not real leather.
When this is just glued to a piece of fabric, or a backing material of some sort,
yeah,
right? That is your vinyl, PVC,
yeah,
PU, fake,
it's plastic, it's
vegan, Tesla, call it whatever you want, right?
Yeah.
That's where you end up, right?
Yeah.
But these are just fancy names for, basically they should, the leather council and the leather industry around the world is basically saying that with these things, don't put the word leather at the end of it, because it's got 0% leather in it.
And so when it comes to cleaning, conditioning, maintaining them, I want to kind of cut through some of the confusion, because a lot of times the manufacturers that are creating leather products are going to tell you that you need a step 1 to clean, a step 2 to apply kind of a thick conditioner, almost like a lotion or a moisturizer to your seats to prevent them from drying out, fading, and cracking over time. Now, there is a plastic coating over top most leather seats. But if you have brand new leather, realistically, because of that plastic coating that's on your seats, you're not going to really benefit from heavy conditioners, moisturizers, because that plastic coating is going to prevent the conditioners from really being absorbed into the leather seats. So when it comes to products to clean, to remove all the body oils, things like that, you don't want something that is too strong that's actually going to damage that plastic coating that is sitting on these seats. I like to use products that are dedicated for leather because they're going to be more pH balanced. So products like Higi Quattro from Vonixx, or maybe even McKee's 37, their leather shampoo. This actually will clean and condition in one. Has some mink and lanolin oil within it. So for those that are looking for ways to clean and condition in one, this is probably my favorite, and it has a fantastic leather scent. But as far as if you just need to do a quick wipe down, you can even use something like Griot's Garage, their interior cleaner. You can use that for pretty much every surface of your interior, even fabric. If you have really bad leather seats, and in fact, we're going to use this product to clean our leather seats with, and you might not think that these are super dirty. I'll share with you guys in just a second a good 50-50 demonstrating for you guys just really how dirty these seats are once we can kind of strip off some of the body oils and dirt that are in the texture. But if you have to do a heavier cleaning on leather seats, this is my go-to product. Now, I don't maintain with this product. I do a deep cleaning, and then I would maintain with a product more like this. Now, when it comes to protecting your leather seats, it really depends on what you are looking for, how you plan on maintaining them. If you have brand new seats and you're looking for the most durable protection that you could apply, a lot of people would just say, let's just go ahead and apply a leather coating. And this is one of my favorites to work with. This is Sea Quartz Leather 2.0. You can see this is actually a true ceramic coating. You apply it very much like you do a paint coating, up and down, crosshatch pattern, let it flash off. You need to stay off of it for 1 to 2 hours. For one layer, you're going to get 12 months protection, 2 layers up to 24 months protection. It's going to give you UV protection, help prevent blue gene transfer, sunscreen staining, offer really nice hydrophobics. For those of you that are looking for the ultimate protection, this is a great option to consider. I have applied this to many customers' vehicles, but my biggest issue with products like this is that there's no real way to remove that leather coating from the seats. Over time, I've actually seen where you can almost see some light applicator marks as the thinner product has kind of worn down. So I'm not a huge fan of how it wears long term. But those 1 to 2 years, my customers absolutely love having a coating like this applied. It makes it so much easier. You can almost clean your leather seats with soap and water alone. So for those of you that you want to consistently apply a product like this, maybe every 2 years, this is probably the best protection that you can get. But I still haven't found a solution for kind of what do you do at the end of the 2 years life, unless you just want to consistently reapply it. So that's why I've actually shifted over to using products more like this. This is Gtechniq, their leather guard. My favorite, honestly, is the DIY Detail, their interior ceramic. This is going to last you anywhere from 3 to 12 months based on how you wear and maintain your seats. This is going to last you anywhere from 6 to 12 months. You're going to spend a little bit more for a product like this. You get 16 ounces for $49. So for me as a professional, this is more value. This is easy to apply. Both are going to offer very similar qualities: UV protection, some hydrophobic protection, help prevent blue gene transfer, sunscreen staining, things like that. So it's more of a short-term product. This is going to actually coat over top the entire seat. I find sometimes that this doesn't allow the leather to breathe like it really should. These are thinner. They're going to kind of fill in, but not go like completely cover the entire seat. And so products like this actually allow the seat to breathe a little bit more, and I think wear more naturally. Plus, they're going to be a lot easier to kind of remove over time. They're going to wear more naturally. So that's why I kind of have leaned more towards products like this for my customers if they want ceramic protection on their leather seats. Easy to work with, easy to maintain, but they're still going to give the customers kind of the same results, easier maintenance in the long run. And I think that's what you really should look for out of products. I don't mind applying it, twice a year if I have to, versus a product like this that is going to be a little bit more involved and a lot more expensive for me to work with. Now, for those that do not want necessarily a ceramic coating, you're just saying, you know, I want to clean my car, I want to get the most out of it, I want products that are going to be easy to work with, that are going to be more affordable, you can use products like this. We've got Turtle Wax, their ceramic graphene inside job. We also have American Detailer Garage Shield, as well as 303 Aerospace Protectant. This is probably the most popular one on the market. This is probably going to have the most amount of UV protection as well, but all are going to do similar things. This might clean and protect in one. This is more of just a protection, as well as this product. This smells fantastic, almost like a cologne smell. But all of these are going to offer you UV protection. They're going to help condition slightly, and they're just going to keep that kind of rich look to your leather seats. I'm not a huge fan sometimes of the greasy ones, so these I find do a nice job of leaving behind more of a satin appearance. It will alter the look slightly, but especially if your seats are starting to get older and you want to kind of restore some color and just give it a deeper, warmer look, products like this are definitely going to be a lot better for your leather seats. So now let's go ahead and demonstrate how I would clean and care for leather. So we're going to do a quick 50-50 to show you guys just how dirty these leather seats really are. And I know that a lot of influencers online, or maybe you watch TikTok, Instagram, those ASMR type videos, and they're coming with their cleaner and these really intricate detailing brushes and do these little moon circles all over the place to clean. We're not going to use those. What you really want to do is get something like these. It's going to get into the textured pieces of your leather a lot better. It's gentle, but it will clean perfectly. It doesn't matter which one you use. This is one from Work Stuff. This is from P&S. These are from Auto Fiber. These are great for kind of steering wheels, but you can also use it for this type of surface. They got kind of a finger mitt one, but personally, this is one of my favorites. This is just the plain old Scrub Ninja. But what we're gonna do is, because we are working, we got some light, we're gonna try to work in on a cooler surface. Obviously you don't want to do this on a super hot panel, but you can see it's cool to the touch. And a lot of people will spray their cleaner directly on the leather. If it's super dirty or in rough condition, I recommend spraying it on the applicator versus here, so that way you don't have potential kind of staining from any chemical that runs off. So we're gonna just come in. You can do your circles or straight lines, it really doesn't matter. Pay attention to your side bolsters. That's where you get a lot of your blue jean transfer staining. Pay attention to your backs. That's where, again, these lower areas, you'll have some blue jean staining or possibly sunscreen staining if it's summertime. The bolsters and the sides are where you're gonna pick up the most amount of dirt. So just make sure you clean them really thoroughly. Now, if you have seams that are really dirty, or maybe you have sticky stuff down in them, sand, things like that, that's when I will spray the cleaner, and I will use a mother's detailing brush to kind of get in those seams. You don't need to go super crazy. You can see it didn't dry up on me. We're working on a cooler day. If it's super hot and it starts to dry out on you, then just make sure you don't let that chemical kind of dry on there before you wipe it up. But our scrub pad was able to get in all the textured pieces of the seat, pull up all the body oils and dirt. You can see just how much dirt we're pulling up from these seats. They didn't look that bad. And that's not dye, that's dirt that we're pulling up. Dirty leather is shiny leather. And over here, we have a nice matte appearance. You can see all of the textured pieces over here that still have dirt and kind of that shiny appearance. Now we just have a nice, even, clean appearance. Now, when I'm detailing customers' vehicles, there are times that I don't condition. If they don't look dry, if they don't look faded, I will just kind of leave it as is. At most, you can maybe even put a spray wax a quick detailer, something like the Turtle Wax ceramic graphene inside job, or even if you want to go crazy, an Aerospace 303. But let me show you what our seats look like after we put a conditioner and a protectant, to kind of demonstrate to you why I'm not a fan of using thick moisturizers or conditioners. We're gonna actually apply one of all of these to this clean section here, just to kind of show you what each of them will look like. So some of you may disagree with me when it comes to caring for leather. If you're not putting a coating on, most will want to lather on a thick conditioner, but they make your seats look shiny, streaky, and sometimes that's unappealing to me. I like a matte product, and so all of these products are going to leave behind a matte finish. Here are the bottles in kind of the order in which we applied them. Here's our ADG Shield. You can see it did enrich the color ever so slightly, but it left behind just a nice satin appearance. Our 303 Aerospace Protectant. It does look like we have a little bit of streaking, a little bit more of an uneven appearance, but it did definitely enrich the color. Maybe not quite as much as our ADG Shield, but our ceramic graphene inside job from Turtle Wax. Honestly, this is my favorite out of the maintenance products as far as finished look. It's just more natural. I'm not a fan of shiny, streaky products. None of these are really shiny. This one might be just a touch more streaky, where you might have to kind of work it in or massage it down a little bit more. This was just really easy. Wipe it in, wipe it off. But you can see our interior ceramic right here, a slight line of demarcation where you can see where we applied it, but it's not going to alter the look or the feel of the leather. But what it will do is give you more UV protection and help prevent blue jean staining, sunscreen staining, things like that. So hopefully this is just a good visualization of some of the favorite products that I use. I'm not gonna say any of them are bad. And again, we're working in a very small section, so it's kind of hard to show you consistency, but hopefully this just kind of demonstrates for you some options and ways to protect your leather. You don't need thick lotions, thick conditioners to treat your leather seats, and you just want to make sure that when you're done, you're just leaving behind a natural look to your leather. But hopefully this helps cut through some of the confusion that can come with leather care. The detailing industry is a billion-dollar industry, and there's a ton of great products out there. This isn't meant to be exhaustive or to say that these products are better than other products. If you guys have products that you enjoy and love on your leather seats, by all means, drop those recommendations down below, because I want my videos to kind of be a forum of conversations where people can learn from one another. But if you have brand new leather seats, or maybe 3, 4, 5, 10-year-old leather seats, really it just depends on what level of involvement you want to have. If you really don't want to clean them that consistently or frequently, a ceramic is probably the route you want to go, because you're not going to have to clean and condition as frequently. But if you're a car enthusiast, you love taking care of your cars, you enjoy just kind of the physicality of it, you might want a more short-term product that you can apply more frequently. So it really just depends on you, on how you enjoy or don't enjoy detailing. So hopefully these recommendations can help. Thank you guys for watching. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed a video like this. Make sure you subscribe, hit that follow bell for more educational videos that we will have very soon for you guys. But thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next detail.